These are some of the bravest cops in the country. Fighting crime up close and personal. The battleground, the city of London.
Move!
The very heart of one of the most crime-ridden capitals in Europe. Gang violence, deadly weapons, and lethal drugs. This is Brit Cops Law and Disorder.
Stay there! Do not move!
Coming up, a vicious stabbing.
He's got 4 stab wounds to his back. Right.
Drunken abuse.
So what the fuck are you doing then?
Cracking down on drugs.
Arresting you, suspicion of in possession of controlled substance.
And a tracker dog on the trail of 2 suspected burglars. London, 3 a.m. There's been a stabbing outside a club.
CCTV on scene at the wall.
It doesn't get much more serious than this. The victim is a young man who was on a night out. A gang has attacked him with broken bottles and then stabbed him. Behind these closed doors, paramedics are trying to save his life.
Gone upstairs, where is he? Well, where is Don? Is he alright? Is Don up there?
This brutal attack occurred just minutes ago.
I saw him very fleetingly. I just saw blood on him. He had his top off. I couldn't actually see the wounds.
This is now a major crime scene. The victim is losing blood. Medics have got to get him to a hospital now.
He's got 4 stab wounds to his back. Small, like a screwdriver.
With no suspects and no witnesses, the cops need to preserve the crime scene and the vital forensic evidence it might hold.
Sorry, gentlemen, can you just move away for me? Sorry, ladies.
Outside, forensics experts are picking over the pavement for clues. One of them has found parts of broken bottles which could have been used in the attack.
He'll take samples from the bottles, so if you've got any DNA, he'll take samples of blood, because maybe victims fought back, we might have suspects' blood. So what he'll do is he'll dust the area, find any sorts of evidence that he can, hopefully it will help us with our investigation.
Suddenly, a witness appears from nowhere. He says he
And that's
saw
what we
what
can contact
happened.
you on if we should need. You might need a statement, Ricky, bear with me.
PC Aldridge takes the witness to a squad car.
An argument started, somehow he's got involved. Some of the next boys come up to him, started punching him.
So you happened, you see fists, did you see pushy?
I saw fists, bottles, and then I saw the knife at the end.
Where, do you know where the knife went?
I don't know, I assuming the boy had it, but I didn't see his face.
There's another possible witness, a CCTV camera that may have captured the attack on film.
In fact, we've got cameras in the city everywhere. Depending where their angle is, it might have that instant on camera, which obviously answers a lot of questions.
For the cops, knife crime is a deadly priority. Every year, police deal with nearly 40,000 calls involving knives. That's one every 15 minutes. This one was lucky. He got to the hospital in time. And from what the cops have already managed to piece together of the attack, it's a miracle he's alive.
There's a fight that's taken place between a group of about 10 people and one bloke having an argument outside the pub. The 10 people have jumped on him. Some people have seen this chap being kicked on the floor, kicked in the head, kicked in the torso, kicked in the leg. And then from the witness, which I've just been speaking to, taking a statement, a chap that wasn't involved in the fight was then seen to run behind him with his right hand in a stabbing motion, stab him again in his left side, on his right side, then run away.
These cops will be here long into the night. They'll be determining the men responsible for this frenzied attack are caught and brought to justice. The frontline cops fighting this war on violent crime are part of the City of London Police. Brave men and women who daily put their lives on the line to make our streets safe. Their patch is typical of any inner city, from skyscrapers and big businesses to offices and shops, bars and restaurants. Hundreds of thousands of people flood into the square mile every day to work and socialise. But for those who dare to commit crime, Superintendent David Wood's team is waiting.
I personally actively encourage all my teams, whenever possible, to exercise the powers that are bestowed upon them. So if anyone oversteps the mark, then my officers are encouraged to stamp on those people if they're committing crimes.
A new day dawns over the city. Hundreds of thousands of commuters start their daily trek to work. And hiding among them, in the rush hour, is the elite City of London Crime Squad. Plainclothes officers working undercover, some of whom we can't identify. These covert cops blend into the crowd to try and catch criminals in the act. Crime Squad cops PCs Bonichon and Danks are out on patrol in the square mile, on the lookout for anything or anyone suspicious.
Good afternoon. Can I have a motor vehicle check, please?
There's a red car
Wormwood
ahead.
Street.
Something about it doesn't seem quite right.
No registered key right, notified off road, in trade, has been scrapped.
Yeah, received.
Their hunch was right. Technically, this car shouldn't even exist. It was supposed to have been crushed a long time ago.
3 up, 2 females and a male.
The cops are sure the car's occupants are up to something. They need to be pulled over, but the officers don't want to blow their cover, so they call uniform backup to check it out.
Can we get someone to stop it, please? It's in trade, it's been scrapped, no insurance, etc., etc. Yeah, it's just past the Pizza Express, actually, northbound. I can see an area car coming now, thank you. It's a right, Wormwood Street.
The undercover cops hang back as their colleagues pull the car over. But moments before they do, one of the car's passengers makes a swift exit. The plainclothes officers spot her and move in. She's completely unaware she's being tailed. The uniformed team are now grilling the car's other occupants. The fleeing woman has ducked into a nearby building. The cops don't know why she's gone in there, but it means she's trapped. They quickly find her and confront her.
Right, put your hand behind your back, yeah? You're getting cuffed to your back, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The cops are sure they're onto something.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to go back to...
PC Bonichon hurries back to the car to check out the other woman.
You ever been arrested before?
She claims she's on her way to an urgent hospital
with that, am
appointment.
I?
I'm on my way to the hospital right now, and I'm not feeling well.
Right.
I'm not in the mood.
We'll give you directions. But you don't have to show me that, do you?
My bad kidneys.
Well, you don't have to show me that, do you? Well, calm down. Otherwise, you'll make yourself more upset, won't you?
I want to know why I'm standing here.
Well, you're standing here because you're getting a lift from your friend,
aren't you? That is why I'm standing here.
Why are you shouting at me?
Why would I shout? Why am I
As she
standing
gets
here?
more agitated, he gets more suspicious.
For what? I haven't done anything wrong.
Huh?
Tell me why I'm standing here, because I have somewhere to go.
Calm down, otherwise you're going to end up getting yourself arrested.
Suddenly, he gets a call. The woman being held in the nearby building is kicking off and refusing to be searched. After the break, an alleged sex assault on a packed train.
I think it's just a geezer that's in that carriage there, but he's not 100%.
A cop's hunch pays off.
Just drop it.
Nothing in my head.
And suspected thieves on the run.
Move!
In the City of London, police have pulled over a car. A radio check on the vehicle showed it as scrapped. It shouldn't exist, let alone be on the road. The car's occupants have been detained and are being quizzed by the cops. One is starting to act suspiciously, while the other is starting to act up.
Whereabouts is it coming from? It's around there, yeah? Where are the police? In there.
Right.
You alright?
We've got a bit of a problem because
Right.
she won't open her hand. Because they think
Okay.
something's in my hand.
All right.
There's nothing in
Well,
my hand.
just open it and then we'll find out, won't we?
What are they fighting me for?
These officers suspect the woman's carrying drugs.
It doesn't matter.
It's on the floor already.
All right,
Just fighting me.
Just drop it.
Nothing in my hand. Right, I'm going to arrest you now on suspicion of drugs. You don't have it. You don't have to say anything, but my whole life. You did not mention my question, something which you later on.
Right, put your hand behind your back.
All right.
Now arrested, the cops do a thorough search, which confirms their suspicions.
Essentially what happened, we're searching the female and the plastic wrap dropped onto the floor. We went to collect that, but the lady was very quick to grab it. When we asked her to release what she had in her hand, she refused. That's more than just a piece of plastic. There's actually some Class A or something similar.
The officers now do a sweep of the building to see if the suspect hid anything before she was caught. And they find something quite extraordinary.
I'll show you a little bit more to that.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got all these cards here. These are found in the toilets where she was seen. I've gone into the toilets, got her out, and asked staff member to have a look around, and somebody's come out with this. You got several bank cards, all in male and female names.
The cops now think they know why she ran into the building in the first place. They suspect she may be involved in credit card fraud.
And I think we've got some writing, Darren informs me, from the vehicle where they're practicing signatures as well.
Armed with this information, the cops quiz the other suspect.
Basically, your friend that you were with,
Yeah.
you found in the car, okay?
Yeah.
For a search and secret in your property, there's anything you should have. It's not in your name or anything that's stolen. Have you got anything that you want to tell me about?
Yeah. Last night, man was on my street and I picked up his
Your name check,
ID.
please, and company.
Okay. Well,
Reasons
because you've told me that at the
section
moment, I'm going to caution you, all
Yes,
right?
all right.
If you do anything that may harm your defence.
It now looks like both women might be involved in a credit card scam. What started as a routine traffic stop has just become something far more serious.
Yeah, go ahead.
They also find more evidence of drug use.
Got any drugs on you at all?
Nope.
When was the last time you had the drugs? 2 days ago.
Both women have got a lot of explaining to do. Along with the male driver, they're arrested in connection with alleged card fraud. They're taken back to the station where they're subjected to a full body search to make sure they aren't hiding anything else anywhere else on them.
One that I arrested, she's been searched in custody by 2 female officers. In her bra, they found a white rock, I believe crack cocaine maybe. So, all good. Just getting them all booked in downstairs, and then we'll be looking to do searches on their home addresses. We're looking for any drugs, any credit cards, stuff like that.
Tonight, the crime squad will be raiding these suspects' homes, hoping to find even more potentially incriminating evidence. On the other side of town, CCTV operators are witnessing a crime in progress. It looks like 2 men are stealing parts from a bicycle in broad daylight. They think their crime is going unnoticed, but their every move is being captured by one of the hundreds of CCTV cameras in the City of London. Rapid response cops Mike Notley and Steve Phoebe are already en route. Control quickly guides nearby officers to the scene, but as they approach, the suspects leg it. Unfortunately for them, the rapid response car is already on top of them.
Move, move!
PC's Notley and Phoebe leap out of their squad car
Stay where you are, stay where you are.
and quickly bring one of the suspects to the ground.
Put your arm out, get your arm out.
You're leaving your car running. So get it out.
Get your arm out. So we got one detained on the floor.
His accomplice is still on the run, but PC Notley got a good look at him before he escaped.
So quick description, male IC1, wearing a light jacket, got a green rucksack and blue jeans. Right. Sit up, sit towards me, yeah?
This man has already run from police once today, but he won't be doing that again.
Stay there, do not move.
colleagues in another squad car scream past, hot on the trail of the one that got away.
Okay.
I have the handcuffs in my front.
Yeah, but no,
His mate's not going anywhere.
you just try to run away
He's
from your
already in
colleagues,
cuffs.
all right?
You want to run from police, you get what's coming, okay? You've run from police once, you're not going to get another chance, okay, fella? That's why you're cuffed to the back.
Just relax, fella, just relax, all right?
A bicycle is stolen in London every 30 minutes, costing millions and causing misery for commuters. Cracking down on bike crime is a top priority for the cops.
882 on Junction, Cheapside, King Street, where is he?
News quickly comes in that the second suspect is also in cuffs. He was nicked just a few streets away.
Yeah, both chaps been caught now.
Okay. All right, okay, mate. All right, we're going to get in the back of this vehicle, okay?
Less than 15 minutes after the crime is caught on camera, both suspects are in custody. Night falls over the city. The crime squad is now minutes away from raiding the properties of an alleged credit card fraud gang. Earlier in the day, police searched 2 women after a routine car stop. They discovered a number of credit cards in different names and a quantity of crack cocaine. Now the cops are preparing to search 2 properties linked to the suspects.
What we're trying to do is we're going to their home address to look for anything else in connection with what they've been arrested for, whether it's handbags, other people's property.
We're going to, first of all, we're going to one of the females' addresses, who was one of the suspects with a number of cards on her. And then after that, we're going to the males, who was the driver today.
The first address is in Essex. That's well off the city cops' patch, but they'll still be conducting the raid. It's their bust.
So we're just going to go in and see what there is inside there. Look for some more cards, see what else we find.
The officers won't be putting the door in. The suspects had to hand over the keys. But they still wear bulletproof vests. They're expecting the properties to be empty, but they must be ready for anything.
Police officers coming in to search. Police officers. The police. Hello, anybody at home? Police officers.
Nice TV. Very nice TV.
There aren't any people here, but there are some clues on what could be vital evidence in their investigation.
Quite a few handbags here. What we're looking for here is any handbags with anything in them. Any credit cards or just even a business card that might have been left there. This bag, within the bag, in the bottom was this. Just got someone else's name on it, it's got a date of birth. That's not that person.
The cops think that the suspects may be involved in credit card fraud, so they're looking for any bank cards or personal details that could be fraudulently used.
Yeah, it's his handbag and someone else's details inside it. The address is in a completely different part of the country.
In the bedroom, PC Bonichon has also discovered a stash of luxury goods.
D&G ain't cheap, is it? Here we've got expensive handbags and purses, I am assured, and expensive shoes and all stuff.
It's not illegal to have designer bags and shoes, but in these circumstances, the discoveries are making the police suspicious. Much of it is seized as possible evidence, including piles of bills and documents. The crime squad then uncovers what could be crucial evidence. A number of driving licence applications and car registration documents in the names of different people. After an hour search, they move on to the next house. They need to find the missing pieces of the puzzle. Letting themselves in again, it's their last chance to uncover any more evidence.
Police officers coming in.
Police!
Initial thoughts at the moment is it's a very empty flat. Well, that's like the last one, so we'll see what we find.
What is it, driving licence and bank stuff?
Yeah, correspondence of other people's names.
Almost immediately, they notice yet more driving documents. This could be a case of identity theft on a large scale.
In the other flat, we found, 2 car registration documents. Got 2 here as well. It's just strange to find this many just littered around, really.
The cops suspect these documents could be linked to fraud.
Those licences could be used, they could be fraudulently applied for, and they could be used to go and walk into a bank and use that as a form of ID when you're carrying out what's called an account takeover, where they'll use that ID to change the address of the bank account and pass the security details, and they can withdraw money using their driving licence.
There's been a nationwide explosion in levels of identity theft and credit card fraud. It's a crime that touches all of us. Latest statistics show that over 60,000 people a year are victims of identity fraud. That's one victim every 10 minutes.
Got about 12 to 15 victims at the moment. Different cars that they had on them, so quite a few crimes will be cleared up there, hopefully.
Stop now! After the break, a manhunt for suspected burglars.
Stop! Please! Stop!
The search for an alleged sex attacker.
We've got a witness here who's running through the station trying to identify the male.
And a lunatic at the wheel of a car.
Unlock your car! Well, I've asked you to do it and you didn't do it.
It's night time in the City of London, and on the streets, a crime's in progress. Rapid response officers are racing to a suspected burglary in an office block. Time is critical. The intruders are still in the building. As officers approach the scene, they switch off their sirens. If the suspects are still there, they don't want to make their arrival obvious. A dog unit is already on scene, and PC Branch is eager to help. The office block security guard is waiting for them. It was he who first dialed 999.
Hiya. Hiya.
I just didn't run into checks and I saw these bikes. People usually leave their bikes inside. I looked inside and the two young lads, or apparently young lads, were whites.
Is there another way out?
I don't think so.
We'll go around the back in case there's anything else. We'll cover it with the dog here. This is it here. If you go all the way around, just go through the back.
The cops have to go on the theory that the intruders are still inside. And also that they're completely unaware the police are closing in on them. The dog goes in. If there are people in the building, he will find them.
Just tell them there's roof access to cover any fire escapes. It's probably going to be here, guys. Let's cover this.
All obvious escape routes are blocked. The suspects are trapped. The dog's sense of smell is 10 times stronger than the human nose. He's quickly picked up on a recent scent. It could be one of the suspects.
Yeah, it looks like they've probably got in the building. There are further units that can attend to secure the entire building.
The police don't yet know how many suspects they're dealing with, or crucially, whether or not they're armed. Suddenly, the dog gives his handler a signal. He's definitely onto something.
He gave a squeak with his stairs. I think they've come up the stairs. So...
The suspects are heading for the roof. On the other side of the city, a response unit spots a car parked on its own down a side street. PC Bonichon's sixth sense tells him that something isn't quite right. They drive around the block, intending to have a closer look. But as they drive back into the side street, the car pulls away and speeds off into the distance.
Sorry, 7, can you come to our location? Just on the no entry. Left,
the driver has shot down a one-way street, the wrong way.
Yeah, Gresham Street now, towards Moorgate.
Seconds later, they see him. He's just gone straight through a red light.
A par. It's a Mercedes. Stand by, it's a red light now, Bank Junction, stand by.
He's driven through one red light. Now he goes straight for a second. The pursuit cops have got to stop this man, and quickly.
Street now, towards Moorgate. It's the same index I gave you.
As the vehicle approaches a busy interchange, the driver suddenly slams on the brakes.
Get him out of the car.
PC Bonichon's out of the squad car in seconds.
Stand by, vehicle held.
And as he gets close to the driver, he gets a whiff of why this man might have been driving so recklessly.
Unlock your car! 2 seconds. Right, I've asked you to do it and you didn't do it. I am it. Okay, out the car, please. Out the car. I've got your keys. Out the car. Right, over here. Hands out your pockets. Yeah, CPA 8. Driver out, keys out. Right, it's not America. Okay. Hands down. Okay. I suspect you've been drinking. I can smell intoxicating liquor on you. Okay. You've done several red lights on the way here.
I've done no red lights, mate.
You have. Because of that, I'm going to require a breath sample. All right. How much you had to drink?
I had 4 double Jameson and Coke.
Okay. Right. You've probably seen this on TV. All right. I'm going to require a sample of breath. It's like blowing up a balloon. Take a deep intake of breath and you keep blowing steadily until I tell you to stop. Okay? You won't get very many chances for this at all. If you fail to provide, I'll arrest you. Okay? Keep on going, 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 keep on going. Okay, that's enough. Okay, it's come back as a fail, my friend, okay? Because of that, you're under arrest on suspicion of drink drive, okay? You've provided me a positive sample of breath.
Drink driving is a killer. Fact.
Okay. You got anything in the top pockets there?
It kills someone every day in the UK. And the cops couldn't take it more seriously.
It's a great result. Drink drive is always a problem. The trouble is they're driving around, they've got no inhibitions, just go through the red lights. So it's nice to get him off the road, really.
In the heart of the city, the hunt is still on for the suspected burglars. They're trapped in an office block. And the cops have got all the exits covered, apart from one, the roof.
I believe they've got access to the building via the roof. We're just searching the building. If you try and spread out and cover the actual south side and the west side of the building.
Suddenly, the officers hear something. It's the suspects. They've broken cover and are making a run for it.
Yeah, HT, see if the unit's chasing. Get up on the CP, Sam.
Stop! Please! Stop! Stop now! Stop now!
But they don't get far. This man's used up all his energy trying to run away and can't put up a fight any longer. He might have got his man, but unfortunately for PC Branch, the captures cost him his glasses.
So the first one out was like a semi-flying tackle, and that's when I lost them.
And his trousers.
Get out of the camera.
But there's some good news. The other suspect has also been captured further up the road by another response unit.
Yeah, they did make a big run for it. Luckily, one of our taller officers who runs a lot faster than me has been able to catch him.
Unfortunately, in the square mile, office break-ins aren't uncommon.
The problem is with a lot of these offices, although they're told by the occupants to take their laptops and everything home with them, people just put them in their bag and leave it under the desk hoping that no one will break in. So it's a burglar's delight really to go in and take stuff.
Across town, City of London patrol officers have been called to an entirely different kind of incident. A woman says she's been sexually assaulted on a packed train. PC's Jim Savage and Gareth Kirby are already en route.
You know what she looks like? No, not yet, no.
The train is being held on the platform. It's full of passengers all trying to get home. But none of them are going anywhere now. The alleged victim was boarding a train with her boyfriend when she claimed she was assaulted. The officers ask the boyfriend to walk through the train to see if he can identify the person responsible.
We've got a witness here who's running through the station with police officers that might try to identify the males.
This type of traumatic attack is thankfully rare for the City of London Police, but all too common across the country. Statistically, a staggering 1 in 5 women, on average, will fall victim to a sex attack at some point in their lives.
Just hold him there, hold him
The
there.
woman's boyfriend has pointed out a young white male passenger.
Down the end, because he's not 100%. He thinks it's a geezer that's in that carriage there, but he's not 100%. Get her to walk through, but we can't be stood next to him when she does.
Right.
As the victim's boyfriend isn't sure, the cops need a second opinion. They ask 2 witnesses who have already come forward.
I'm just trying to get a positive ID for the suspects.
The cops bring the 2 witnesses within feet of the suspect. But from outside the carriage, they're not sure either. The police decide to remove him from the train.
Mate, do me a favour, just jump off the train a sec for me, please. All right, come over here, mate.
Then suddenly, he says something strange.
All right, come over here, buddy.
I didn't touch her. Right, that's all I'm going to say. I said sorry.
Just wait. You're under arrest on suspicion of sexual assault, OK? You didn't have to say anything.
This man is now under arrest and is heading for an interview room where the investigation will continue. A new day, and City of London cops are racing to another train station. But for a very different kind of call. This job could involve saving a life.
There's a gentleman who's unconscious at Fenchurch Street Station. So they've called for a defib unit, and we'll just see when we get there.
This cop car has a defibrillator for heart attack victims on board. What the officers do in the next few minutes could mean the difference between life and death.
CV from A to on scene.
Once in the station, the cops are directed towards a waiting train.
Hello there.
And once on board, it's clear the elderly man is not well.
Yeah. Get your eyes, mate. Get your eyes. Try and talk to us, mate.
The officers then attempt to rouse him.
Sir, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, fuck off.
Listen, we just come to see if you're all right, yeah?
Fuck off.
And it works, but the man doesn't seem too happy.
Listen, we're trying to help you. We're police officers trying to help you.
His slurred words and abusive behaviour can only mean one thing.
Obviously he's been slow drinking all those spirits. It's affected him. We're going to try and get him to the paramedics, but obviously the train needs to go, but he's not been very cooperative. We don't want to risk injuring him any further if he has fallen or anything. So we're just going to let the paramedics get on here and sort him out, really.
He's been found on the floor by the police.
The paramedics then arrive. And after checking the man out, give the all clear to move him.
Try and stand up. That's it.
Strapped into a wheelchair, this man's taking an ambulance to the nearest hospital. After the break, the war on drugs.
Arresting you on suspicion of possession of controlled substance.
And drunk and disorderly.
Are you ripping the fuck out of me?
No.
So what the fuck are you doing then?
In the City of London, PT's Tom Branch and Gary Farmer are halfway through their shift when something strange happens. The car behind starts flashing its lights at them, so they pull over to investigate.
We're very worried about a driver actually having hair.
It's a taxi, and the driver claims his passengers are being so abusive that he needs police assistance.
Why is our driver stopping us?
He's already driven them over 20 miles, and they're nearly at their destination, but he wants them out of his cab.
Why don't they just pay me to here?
Now they're refusing to pay until he takes them all the way home.
We are very wealthy, plenty of money. Is he okay? Is he retarded?
Hey! Button it, there's no need for that. Alright?
They're clearly drunk, being obnoxious, and starting to get aggressive.
Is it their general behaviour?
The other side's been asleep. He was sitting in front falling over, so I just told him to go in the back. He went in the back. This one's been taking the piss all the time, saying he knows the way, he doesn't know the way.
Oh, I know.
And I woke him up at Marylebone Road. First of all, they said they're going to Marylebone.
I'll explain. Right.
Go on. Right.
No,
I haven't got a problem with you at all.
Ignore him.
You've been asleep. We'll just go.
Right, so basically, you've been picked up, right, you've been rude to the driver, right? The reason why...
No, we haven't been rude.
Right, okay, well the driver has told me that you have been rude to him.
Yeah.
What's your first name, sir?
Whatever.
Right, whatever, right, I'm going to talk over you, okay?
I've set up for 50 quid, but it should be 60.
Okay?
Why?
Why? Don't tell me to shut up.
Why?
If you're going to be obstructive, I will arrest you and take you back to Bishopsgate Police Station.
If they don't pay what they already owe the driver, they'll be getting a free lift to the cells.
Right, okay.
On the other side of the city, a major police operation is getting underway. Cops are mounting a crackdown to try and combat the flood of drugs into the pubs and clubs on its manor. Their secret weapon, a Labrador from the elite dog squad, specially trained to detect the minutest traces of drugs, no matter how well hidden.
Obviously don't stand there because they'll see you.
With the dog handler inside the station, uniformed officers stay hidden from view until the sniffer dog gets a hit. That way, any users or dealers will have no idea they're being targeted until it's too late. And it's too late for this man.
You said you got some weed on you. Whereabouts is it? Here. It's here. In your
my little pocket, yeah.
If it's their first time, they're let off with a warning.
Keep hands out your pockets.
Caught a second time, it's an on-the-spot fine.
It takes so long to search.
Yeah, there's one here and then two.
Third time, and it could mean a trip to the Nick. So far, the cops are having a good night. And it's not just Londoners that are getting caught.
Right, we go back to smoking drugs, yeah?
The cops and the suspect might not understand each other, but the evidence speaks for itself.
Hey, man, Louis. Sorry.
And unfortunately for him, the language barrier isn't doing him any favours.
So what we're going to have to do is take him back to the police station and get an interpreter to go through the cannabis caution with him.
One after another, suspects are stopped, pulled aside and searched, and many of them are carrying illegal substances.
Okay, you've been indicated by the drug stop that you indicates them. Right, okay.
I've got traces on me.
I've got traces on you. Why have you got traces on you? You smoke it, but you haven't got any.
When this suspect is stopped by the drugs dog, he readily admits to smoking cannabis, but claims he smoked it more than a week ago.
Them police dogs are strong sniffers, aren't they? Yeah, pretty impressive. Yeah. Not normally wrong either.
The officers trust the dog and know he's good, but no sniffer dog is that good. And a search quickly reveals what he really smells.
Oh, there is a bit of weed in there. You didn't know you had that on you then, no? Thing to lose, isn't it?
So far, it's all been cannabis.
Keep your hands out your pockets, please.
But another man is stopped, and the cops hit the jackpot.
So you don't know what these are?
Pills. Lots of them. Officers think they might be Class A drugs.
Listen to what I've got to say. I'm arresting you on suspicion of being in possession of a controlled substance, okay?
Later, the man was cautioned for possession of amphetamines. Operations like this help the cops send out a clear message to users and dealers alike. Their activities won't be tolerated here.
Okay, do you have money on you?
Back across town, the cops are still dealing with two drunken men who are refusing to cough up cash for their cab home. They've been arguing with the taxi driver and now seem to want to argue with the police.
Don't touch me, alright?
The cabbie has kicked them out after 20 miles of constant abuse. He refuses to take them any further. He now just wants to be paid so he can finish up for the night.
So what you're telling me is I have to be held by ransom by the driver?
These men have obviously had a lot to drink and are getting more and more aggressive.
What the hell have I done wrong? You're trying to arrest me, sir.
These men appear to be so drunk that the cops aren't sure whether they really grasp what's on the cards for them if they don't pay up.
Do you want to fucking arrest me for blackmail? Exactly. Are you bribing me to pay this man?
No, I'm not, sir.
So what the fuck are you doing then?
The police van arrives and PC Branch has had enough.
They've not paid their fare, they're not cuffing up the rest of the money, they've been rude, they've had more than enough chances.
Well, the van's here, take it back.
Cool. Alright, I'm arresting the pair of you for making off without payment, okay? You do not have to say anything and may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Sorry.
Excellent. Alright, pick that up.
Seriously?
Please get onto the bus.
I'll ask you one question. Who am I not?
Alright, you're both under arrest.
Yeah.
Okay?
Taxi driver.
Right, that's for the taxi driver.
Yeah.
A night in a cell is a sobering thought, and finally they see sense.
Please be quiet, I'm speaking to the driver. You've got your money.
I've got my money, I'm happy.
Right. Oh, I'm not being
The driver certainly earned his fare tonight, and now the two men have paid up. The cops also want to see the back of them.
Right, what's happened is you've both been arrested. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both your details. Okay, we can still resolve this on the street without you coming back to custody.
The two men are de-arrested and allowed to get on their way.
They shouted at me, they swore at me, the cab driver wants to get home, they need to get home. We've got much more important things to be dealing with.
In this part of town, at this time of the night, the streets are deserted, and they've still got a long journey ahead of them.
They're both very, very drunk. Hopefully they can get another cab and get home.
Brit cops, law and disorder, taking you to the front line in the battle against crime, hunting fugitives,
Wait!
catching con men,
I believe they're targeting victims in banks.
cracking down on drugs.
Do you take any drugs at all?
Smoke a bit of cannabis, yeah.
Our cameras capture all the action as these cops capture the criminals.
Yeah, 620 active message, mail's running away.